thing you get is me sniffling occasionally and clearing my throat. Again, apologies, but that's all part of running. Crossing Harbour Road onto Forbes Street. This is the Bungonia Road shared track, I think it's called, and I guess by its name it takes you up to Bungonia Road. Still pretty foggy along here. Mainly horses seem to be in these paddocks over here, so I don't think it's farmland. I think it's just paddocks that people use to put their horses on. You can see nice and flat along here as well, so it's just running a distance rather than, you know, really testing yourself by running hills or something. They built the new bridge up here, did a bit of work on this road, widened it, sealed it, his guardrail on, and I think putting this path in was all part of that as well. I think the bridge opened in 2018, and it might have been 2019. A short ride that's coming up here to get up onto the bridge. not very steep. It's just, well, not very long. Steep and short. Hey, you're on top of it before you know it, but you know it's there. And on top of it, the bridge slopes down the hill from here back towards the brewery, so you hopefully get a bit of a lift out of that. Warning. I'm not sure if you can see it through the fog. I can barely see it. And on the left-hand side, beside the road there, is another one of those Remembrance Avenue things for returned servicemen and men and women from Goulburn who've served in various conflicts. And there's one here, and there's one just up near the sand and gravel place, a couple of 100 metres ahead. There seem to be popping up on a lot of the roads coming into town. On the Braidwood road, which you'll see a bit further on. And I think there's one on the highway up before you get to Bunnings, where the little rose garden is there. And I noticed one out on the Middle Arm Road. Morning. I wanted to stop and read them and photograph them, but I usually only come across them when I'm running, so I don't. Maybe one day I'll jump on my motorcycle and ride around town and photograph them, or something like that. Now this section here, Bungarony Road, going back towards the railway line, and will intersect with the Braidwood Road, a couple 100 metres ahead here. Here's another one of those Remembrance Avenue things that I spoke about. You've got a little white thing on the top of them which I thought was a solar light, but it doesn't appear to be on, so maybe it's light enough now it doesn't need it, or it's not a solar light. Crossing the road here towards the Xantis Racing Stables. Angie Xantis is a prominent Goulburn businessman, and the Xantis jewellery store. I think it's his son, maybe even his grandson now, in combination, who run the business. And he, I guess he paid for the stables to be built. On the Braidwood Road, which by its name tells you if you follow it for around 80 kilometres, I'm not going that far, takes you to Braidwood. Left hand side here is a showground, a dog track, and a bit further up here, mentioned in a previous video when I was running the other way, the Viola basketball stadium, Viola Stadium. Officially this is the Goulburn Recreation Arena, and according to the sign there are trots today. That may be an old sign. I think at the Viola Stadium they also have indoor netball. It used to just be basketball, and I think they have indoor netball as well in the winter time. Another one of these Remembrance Avenue things. Yes, it's definitely a solar light on top of it. And I suppose like the solar lighting on the river walkway, they go off. Solar lights don't work by heat, they work by light. So when there's a certain level of natural light, they no longer they go off. They don't require the sun to be out to heat the panels. It's the light that creates the electricity. And on that note, if you're familiar with the reflexive